Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I want to talk a bit about respect. And what led me to this was hearing that our new Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, had told the press corps at the first meeting he had with the press, oh, don't call me Prime Minister, because they were all, Prime Minister, Prime Minister, call me Keir. And that really doesn't sit well with me. It's down to respect. Okay, you may not respect the person, maybe because he's a different political party to the one that you support, or maybe it's things you know about him that mean that you don't respect him. But he was standing up as the Prime Minister, and it was that role that deserved the respect. The role of being the political leader of our country. Okay, we might only be a small country, but he's still the political leader of it. And it's like soldiers, other service personnel who salute. And it's not that they are saluting the person, they are saluting the uniform, or what the uniform represents, i.e., again, our country, our king, to whom they have dedicated their service. So, a token of respect. And I guess it means a lot to me. I don't mean personally, I mean that people do respect others. People have said, oh, they respect what you say because you're older. No, I respect what people say if it's a good argument, a good case stated, if it's blatantly, obviously the truth, if it's interesting, if it's intriguing, if they've taken the time to add a comment. All of those things earn my respect. And I do respect younger people because they know so much more about so many things that I have no idea about. So we are a counterbalance to each other. If they cared to listen, I could help them with information advice. If I cared to listen to them, they could do the same. So it's a win-win situation. But I suppose that I'm going to think of one particular prince of the realm, or as some call him, an ex-prince of the realm now, who lives on the other side of the pond. When he first moved over, it was, oh, I'm just Harry, just call me Harry. Oh, there we are, I've given away his name. But it's quickly reverted to keeping the prince title, probably because he felt that he was still due respect and he wasn't getting it as just Harry. Yes, but my thoughts also went back to when I was a 19-year-old many moons ago. And there was a song called RESPECT by Aretha Franklin that was released in 1967. And at that time, I was at university, and I can remember belting it out full blast, because in those days, we as women did not get respect when it came to the workplace. Okay, you probably say, women don't get it now. There's still a lot of differential pay problems. But I, two of the subjects I worked at university were geography and geology, and I went along to an oil company's recruiting thing and to a coal board thing. And in both cases, they said, yeah, great qualifications. We'd be happy to have you in the office. I said, but I don't want to work in the office. I want to work in the field. But you're a woman, you can't. So the RESPECT song, I wasn't the only one, because I'm reading a little bit from oldtimemusic.com, which said that it became the symbol of civil rights, women's rights, and demand for respect and equality, a message of self-worth and recognition in relationships. So presumably I was not the only one belting it out at the time. But for me, you have to earn respect by being there for other people, by being legal, decent, and honest, by being caring, and by respecting boundaries. I remember going into a school as in my role as an advisory teacher, and this young male teacher said, I don't think they respect me. So I said, well, have you looked in the mirror this morning? His hair was uncombed, his shirt was wrinkled, and he was wearing jeans. I said, I'm sorry, but at this point, my new microphone just stopped. It might be helping people to hear, but it's not doing my blood pressure very much good. The little indicator light is minuscule, and deep down inside the bit that goes on the camera, and the microphone itself, that was still showing green. So it was only when I came to play it back that I realised I'd been cut off short. So I discussed the male teacher's way to improve the respect level from his pupils, and tell the story of a mum who came with her daughter. I'd assessed her daughter for special needs, and mum came in to have a chat. And I always used to say, would you like to read the report or would you like me to read it to you? I said, because sometimes I use a bit of jargon. So this lady said, if you would read it, please. I can't read. And she said, you must think I'm really thick and hopeless. I said, no, I just feel that you dipped out in your education. Have you thought of adult classes? Couldn't do that. But in the end, she thought it would be a good idea. I found out where the nearest one to her was and took her along, went in with her to the first meeting. And she took great pleasure in sharing books with her daughter, learning at the same time. So, sorry about no lip syncing. I'm no good at lip reading, but thank you for being with me. Thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care of yourself, and I'm going to go inside and respect the fact that my tummy is rumbling and wants its lunch. Bye.